What's up, guys? I'm back with another episode. Do me a favor. If you like this shit, please share it with a friend, family member, an enemy. I don't give a shit. Anybody you feel it can help, share it with. Put it on your social media story. I don't care. I'd appreciate anything that you guys can do. That's how we're going to grow this thing. I'm not paying for ads or anything like that. All right, I got the boring shit out of the way. I want to talk to you guys about something today that's been asked me many, many times. And I woke up this morning with my inbox completely filled up with, why the fuck are you doing 75 hard again? Haven't you had enough of that? There's other programs, you know? Well, listen, I realize that, but maybe, just maybe, I'm doing it again because I want to do it again and it works for me. I actually love this program because it puts me in a different mental state to where I can literally move past my feelings and my thoughts about shit and actually get things done. Because there's a certain accountability piece that goes along with this program that is built in, but then also I share it to my stories. So if I don't complete a day, then I'm telling everybody out there that follows me, like, I failed. So it's an additional layer of accountability for me. But more than that, guys, let's talk about this whole journey. Let's talk about the personal development, journey. Let's talk about the fitness journey. Everything that's going on with me, right, is one of those things where I'm going to continue to do shit until I feel that my mindset has changed permanently. And what I mean by that is I'm going to continue doing 75 hard, whether it bothers you motherfuckers or not, until I fix my mind. And what I mean by that is I'm going to continue to do it until I don't fall back into normal patterns. These patterns that got me where I am today, meaning I don't have the body that I want today. I don't have the bank account I want today. And the reason for that is not because of my circumstances. It's not because nobody helped me or I don't have funding for my business or COVID or the economy. None of that shit matters. The reason why I don't have everything in my life that I desire today is because of me. Now, on the flip side, I do have a whole lot. I have been pretty successful in my sales career. I have a beautiful family. I've also created those things. But my point is, until I turn the corner and I'm able to create and manifest other things in my life, like having the body that I desire. I mean, right away, I'm telling you, my goal is 15% body fat. I don't want to be in single digits. 15% is perfectly healthy and lean. I'm all in on that. Until I create the habits in my life that manifest that result, then I'm going to do this program. And even after that, I'm probably going to do it once a year, right? Because I truly like doing it. So there's the reason. Not that I need to really explain it. It's just that, look, I don't mind people asking me why I'm doing this again, right? What I do mind is when people come at me and they're like, aren't you done with that yet? Like, why do you keep yo, dude, this isn't your life. You do you. You can criticize me for doing this program over and over again because it's pissing you off that you aren't even willing to try it and complete it first and foremost. So you're just echoing your limiting beliefs onto me or your bullshit, whatever it is. All right. Again, I do not mind people asking me genuinely hey buddy, what's going on, man? I've noticed you've done this program a few different times. You must really like it. Can you tell me about it? Absolutely. That's constructive. But you're not going to place your stuff on me. Okay. So here's the thing. I guess that's really it, guys. I mean, as far as the reasons behind doing it is to change my mentality. Will it get me super fit? Absolutely. But this is more of a mental thing than anything, guys. And that's with anything in life. So I challenge you guys, if you guys are struggling with something, try something new. Try something that's going to really push your mind to the absolute brink, to a point where you're sitting there contemplating, do you go complete a task or do you just fall back into the same patterns? And what I mean is there's going to be times for me in the next 75 days where I'm sitting in my house and I don't want to go on my evening run. And it's almost painful wanting to get out there and go do it. But what I really want to connect with and help you guys understand is I want to connect with the feeling of losing sight of my goals or not achieving my goals, and how painful will that be long term. And then make my move. And then walk outside the house, right? And do my outside run. Okay? And here's the other thing that I want to talk to you guys. This is like a wild tangent. But we all look for people that are in better shape than us or look better than us or whatever to give us guidance. Like, tell me, what should I do? They don't know your body, right? I can calculate macros for you. I can do that on pen and paper. I've been taught to do that. I can do that based on your goals and your current weight, etc. Right? And I can tell you what works for me. But like, until you mess around with it, you don't truly know what's going to work for you. So I've had people recently tell me, hey, just stop running long distance because you're going to burn muscle. Okay, that may be true. But like, I know a lot of people that are absolutely jacked out of their minds that run 5-6 miles a day. So that's bullshit. You need to do what works for you and only you. It doesn't matter what I think or what the fitness industry thinks. If doing a low intensity sustained cardio works for you and burns fat for you, then do that. If doing sprint interval works, then do that. If you want to lift 8 reps, then do that. Like, I just think that what we need to do is we need to understand what works for us and do that and stick with it and not look for outside influences to tell us what to do. Like, I'm not saying not look for outside influences to help keep your drive going, your motivation, whatever speaks to you and get you fired up and get your juices flowing. Man, put that stuff in your ear, right? Listen to that stuff. Watch that stuff. But I'll also tell you, shit that makes you feel bad, walk away. Walk away from it, because it's not going to do anything but breed more toxicity in your life and in your mindset. So stick with what works. Stick what makes you feel good. And again, before you guys sit there and judge what I'm saying, I'm not saying that there aren't times where you're not going to feel good. There are going to be a lot of times where you feel like absolute dog shit. And that's okay. We got to move in spite of that. And what I also don't mean is like, well, pizza makes me feel good, so I'm going to go grab a piece of pizza. Well, if pizza isn't on your nutritional plan for you to get to your goals in wellness and in fitness, then guess what? You can't fucking eat it. Like, that's just the reality of it. And if you do eat it, or if you do have that donut, you're just telling yourself that you don't matter and your goals don't matter. Right? Now, again, I'm talking about if it's a non-treat meal day, okay? If this is a normal day, then no, you can't have it. But if it's Saturday and you want to use pizza as one of your treat meals, do it. Like, you can't do that on 75 Hard. That's fine. That program's not for everybody. I feel like I'm rambling at this point. But I think the one thing that I really want to make clear is that everybody's going to do things for themselves that makes sense for them. It's not for me to understand why you don't do 75, because it doesn't matter. I'm here for you if you want to learn about it, and I'll help you do it, right? I'll do it with you, right? But it's not for me to judge why you won't do it. My wife won't do it. I don't judge her. It's not her. It's not her thing, and that's okay. Any program can get you results as long as it's a sustained and consistent program. But the one thing that I want you to understand, and I keep saying it, is you do not have to explain yourself to anybody of why you're doing something. If they're offended because you're doing 75 or because you're not doing 75, that's okay. That's about them. That's not about you. I actually think I'm speaking to myself at this point, right? And doing things consistently are going to give you results. But guys, it's all about what you can sustain and what works for you. 75 works for me. It brought me out of the gutter. And as you guys know, I've followed Andy Frisella for years. Back to MF CEO project days. right? Episode 1, from the jump. So the trust was there, right? And when I did 75, I was literally at a point in my life, for the first time I did 75, I was at a point in my life where like, it was just hard to walk up the stairs. It was hard to walk up the stairs and even chase my kids around because I was so damn fat and out of shape, right? And this happened in July. When was that? It was July of 2020, guys, right in the middle of the beginning of COVID or whatever, the pandemic. And I realized, I'm like, listen, I got to do something for my health. It's time. We were driving home from a family vacation at the beach. The whole weekend I was uncomfortable in my bathing suit with my shirt off. Woke up the next morning on the way home, like just completely bloated up and felt like dog shit. And I knew I had to do something. And then I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see Andy Frisella's 75 Hard. So I said, okay, I start today. I made a decision. I made a choice. I decided that I was going to complete it. And I did it the first time through. But then I did phase 1, completed that first time through. And then I lost focus. So now it's time to regain that focus. Now, trust me, I'm not back to where I was. I got a lot more muscle on me. I'm in better shape, but I'm not where I want to be, guys. So for me, 75 saved me. 75 helped me in my career. I started a new industry right before the pandemic hit. July came around last year and I was struggling, did 75, and I'm a completely different person in my career now because of it. Because it was a no compromise. It was like, I got to do something super uncomfortable for me in order to get what I want. Because if I don't, I'm not going to be successful. So it pushed me. Fast forward, I'm in the same career for almost 2 years, same company, which I love the company. It's great. I'm treated so well. I'm valued there. But I'm absolutely crushing it because of decisions and choices that I made during 75. So that's why 75 for me, guys. I don't know what it is for you or anybody else, but I just know that it works for me. And how can I put this? My programs or my bad habits aren't completely fixed. I am still able to fall back quickly into an unhealthy lifestyle. Now, what I really have to realize is that I'm no different than everybody else. Everybody struggles with that once they have that piece of pizza, once they have that piece of chocolate. It could be just like a binge and just game over from there. And some people don't have that issue. But for me, I do. Okay, that's me being real with you guys, being raw and straight up, just up front. I have those issues, right? The late night snacking. I fall into that. I'm not editing this shit. You guys already know that. So I fall into those pitfalls, and until I can stay out of those pitfalls 90 to 95%, then I'm not happy, right? Because the next day I wake up and my body feels different. My body feels sluggish. My mind feels cloudy. My patience is slim. And patience for me is one of the things I struggle with anyway, right? And if my patience level is even lower, then my wife and my kids suffer. And that's not okay. So yes, I also do this shit for them because I'm a better me when I'm on it, right? I typically don't like to break my word to myself or my wife or my children, but when I'm on 75, I'm 100% with that shit. So for me, it's a challenge of getting there on a consistent basis. So you guys have heard it. That's why 75 for me. If you guys have any questions about anything, I'm an open book. Hit me up on DM. I always answer. I've answered all those people. And again, I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at people for asking. It fires me up when it's judged. Don't judge me. You can be curious. Start out curious with me. Don't judge me. Because guess what? I'm not going to change what I'm doing because you don't agree with it. And if you're bored of watching, change the channel, man. Don't click on my story. Doesn't matter to me. I want people there that are getting value out of the content, that truly love what I'm doing because it inspires them. I want everybody there, but I realize I'm not for everybody, and that's okay too. Guys, you have an amazing, amazing Tuesday, and don't forget, share the episode. All right, y'all, take care.